In this video, we will learn about mouse. Now, mouse, it may look like, this is a mouse which I am showing you here, and it is a conventional mouse. Now, why it is called mouse? Because the shape looks like a mouse. So, it's not the function is like a mouse, but the shape is like a mouse. That is why people have started calling it as a mouse. And it is connected to the computer by a wire normally. So, basically, mouse is one of the most important component of a computer. If mouse is not working, then you just cannot do much with a PC. It means practically your PC is of very little use, because mouse is one component by which we command the PC or we give instruction to the PC. It is like a steering wheel. In a car you have a steering wheel. If the steering wheel is not working, will you take the car out? Perhaps not, because then there will be nothing. You can't give the direction to the car. It is like a chabuk. I mean, it is like in a carriage you have chabuk, and how the horseman or the cartman give instruction to the horse is through chabuk, and with the chabuk it will turn left, the horse will turn right, or it will speed up, or whatever it is. The mouse more or less performs similar function for a PC. As I have mentioned, if mouse is not working, then practically the PC, you cannot do much work with the PC. And there are two types of mouse. Remember, the mouse comes in different shapes also, but fundamentally there are two types. One is called wired mouse, wired, and other is called wireless. Wireless. Wired is one which is connected with a PC or notebook by a wire, and there are wireless mouse also, for which we do not require a wire to connect with the PC. And I can show you different shapes of mouse. Say for example, there is one more mouse I have here, which is just like this. This is another mouse which is much smaller than this, but it is perform the same function. And I also have a wireless mouse. This is a wireless mouse. There is no wire, and this is not even nothing looking like a mouse now. This is a square shape, sorry, rectangle shape. So you will have different shapes. You have a lot of very interesting shapes people have made mouse. And previously there used to be a mouse pad. You have to always keep it on a mouse pad, which used to be like a rubber pad or just a piece of, like, you can also actually put it on some sort of a surface where, because there used to be something which will get spoiled. But these days mouse pad is not required, because they are having electronics which does not require sensing the surface. So basically there are three parts in a mouse. So you should remember there are three parts. Mouse has three parts. So three parts. So I will say a left side, and there is right side. And in the middle there is a wheel. And in the middle normally there is a wheel. So most of the mouse has these three parts these days. For example, this one also has a wheel. You can see there is a wheel which I can rotate. Similarly, this one also has a wheel. It's a black color wheel here. You can see that, and here also there is a wheel. And then there is a left part. You can see that there is a left part, and then there is a right part. So the back side is just for support, and only in the front there are these two parts is there. This PC also has this color. You can see there. You can see that there is a, I mean, again the color is coming different. Here you can see that this is different, and then if I rotate it, you can see. So this part, and then the wheel in between. Okay, so this also has something similar. So there is a cut here, and there is one part this, and this one. Similarly, this PC also, this mouse also has three parts. This part, and then there is a middle wheel. Now, why we have these three parts? Because we want to give different instruction to the computer, and therefore each part has a different purpose. Each part has a different purpose. So left side, if we press left side, that is called left click. If we press the left side part, this is called left click. Click means just press it gently, and right side means right click. And for wheel, we can rotate it. We can rotate the wheel. We can rotate the wheel. And on the left side, we can also click it 2 times. So that is called double click. That is called double click. So double click, double click, double click, and single left click. So there are 2 options on the left side, and most of the functions are given on the left side. Say for example, if I take this and put it, and left and right is given for people who are right-handed. So it is left and right notation is for the right-handed people. So it means you will be using this finger for left click, and then you will be using this finger for right click. So if you press this finger, then it is left click. If you press this finger, then it is right click. Then as far as the thumb and the remaining 2 fingers are there, that is only for holding the PC. That is for holding the PC. So basically the PC function happens with these 2 fingers only. Left, right, like this. Left, right. So these are the only 2 fingers which are used, and the rest of the thumb and the remaining 2 fingers is for holding the mouse like this. And wheel is also, we can rotate by the forefinger, and then this is the way the wheel is rotated. Now also we move the PC. We physically move the PC like this. Say it means we will moving the PC. When we move the PC, it means we are positioning where we want to give the instruction. So there are 2 aspects in mouse. The first is called positioning the PC. Positioning, and then the second is called clicking. So there are 2 aspects. First is positioning, and who follows the instruction? Who is the tip of the who follows the instruction? And that instruction is followed by something named as cursor. So I am writing the word here, cursor. So whenever you will start the computer, you will find an arrow like this shape. This shape arrow on the screen, and this arrow is in control of the mouse. So this arrow is called cursor, and this is the arrow which is controlled by mouse. If you move the mouse horizontally, left, right, or up, down, or diagonally, you can move in any direction, the arrow will also move accordingly. Arrow will move on the screen, and the mouse is moving on the horizontal surface. So at any point of time, there is a direct connection between the mouse and the arrow. If mouse is not working and you are trying to move the mouse, and if the arrow is not moving, that means mouse is not working or the connection is faulty, and you will not be able to do your work on the computer. So the first test whether the mouse is working or not working is just move the mouse on a flat surface like on a table, and if the cursor is moving on the screen accordingly, then it means the PC, the mouse is working. So that is, and then we will use either the left click or the right click or the double click. Double click is always only left. There is no double right click. There is only double left click. So double left click, we will give some other instructions. Single left click, some other instructions. Right click, some other instructions. And then the physical positioning is by moving the mouse itself physically on the on your table, or if you are working on a notebook, then wherever you have kept the notebook, you have to move the mouse. So what we have learned? We have learned the basic function of mouse. We also saw why it is called mouse, and then we have seen there are two types of mouse: wired mouse or wireless mouse. Wired mouse are connected by a wire, and wireless are connected by a wireless system. So there is no physical wire hanging between the mouse and your computer. And basically, PC has three main parts: the wheel in the middle, and then there is a left and the right part, or this is basically a clicking part where you can press it and then it will go down and it will give you a very feeble sound of a click. So you know that there is the action has been performed. So you will hear this little noise, click sound, and that is what is the clicking. So there is a left. When you press the left part, then it is called left click, and when you press the right part, it is called the right click. And when you press the left part two times, it is called double click. And basically, arrow is the mouse is connected with the cursor which moves on the screen, and as the uh, mouse is moved on the flat surface like your tabletop, or if you have kept, if you are working on a sofa, then you have to, you just keep a newspaper or something, you know, by the side, and you can move the mouse on that, because it is very important that first you have to position the mouse. When we say position the mouse, means you have to position the cursor at the right place on the screen, and once you have put the cursor at the right place, then you give the instruction to the computer by clicking appropriately either the left click or the right click. And the wheel is for moving the information up and down, so you don't have to keep moving your mouse too much. So if you want to move the information up and down, then you can use the wheel for rapid movement of cursor. So in some of the old mouse, wheel was not there, only left click and right click. So wheel is something which is optional. You should remember that. So we have seen the basic component mouse in this particular video. Thank you.